RYSTEN_wags.
Full
I do lifestyle content, a lot of beauty and fashion. I've been creating shoppable content on TikTok for a couple months now. And I'm also a senior content creator at Laundry Service, the creative agency out here in LA, working on some Google brands.
Hi, my name is Bethany Wei. You guys can follow me on TikTok at Bethany WEI. And I started out making content in COVID just for fun, and then it just blossomed into something that was a full-time career, and I make beauty and fashion videos as well.
This is epic. So this is, first of all, I just want to get the lowdown of like, what is TikTok? What are we missing on that? Because you saw the show of hands. People were interested, but they aren't necessarily kind of leveraging or doing it the right way. What's the lay of the land? What's the latest, man?
Yeah, well, we'll take a step back and say kind of why are we launching TikTok Shop? And then a little exercise for you all too, since there's just a few hands that went up. Open up TikTok, look at the top banner. If you see shop, click on it and then browse around. Maybe not everybody has it yet, but hopefully you all will soon. So if you follow the hashtag TikTok made me buy it, I think it's up to about 75 billion views at this point. So you've got the user community telling us we're inspired and we're taking action based upon what we saw on TikTok. And we have this vibrant and growing creator community saying, TikTok, we need more meaningful ways to participate in these economics that we're helping drive. And then we're having brands saying, this is a new generation of customers we don't understand, we need help. Please connect us with creators. So the user experience is, you're scrolling through TikTok, you're there to be informed, entertained, educated. You see something you like, there's a little shop link, you can click on it, add to bag, or check out right then. You're right back into your moment of inspiration and entertainment on TikTok. So it's very seamless. It reduces the friction in the customer journey, and it's a better opportunity to connect brands, creators, and communities.
This is epic. Something that I want to really understand is, like, as a creator leveraging TikTok, what was the first thing, what was the easiest thing that you guys found with setting yourself up on TikTok Shop?
So TikTok made it really easy for me to jump into TikTok Shop. Literally just got a notification in the app that was like, hey, we've identified you as a creator who might be good at something like this. And I had a lot of experience just doing traditional brand partnerships where a brand reaches out, it's a whole email exchange, you set the rate, then you make the content, then you agree on the content, then you do a couple of rounds of edits, you tag everybody, and it goes live. TikTok Shop is so easy because I just see what's around my house, like skincare that I'm actually using, clothes that I might already have in my closet. I can create a video with that content, link the product in shop, and it's just there already. So I kind of get to bypass all of that like communication and all of the like business that goes into it.
Sure.
Brand makes money, I make money, so it's been super easy in that way.
Yeah, I think one of the easiest things is that you get to choose which products you want out of thousands, hundreds of thousands of products, and most of the products you have, like Kristen said, are already in your house, and you don't have to request those. You can just link them in your video already, so you don't have to wait for the shipment. So you can make content at your disposal whenever you want. And also, they push a lot of traffic towards TikTok Shop videos already, so I think that's another way that you're incentivized to just create content as well.
Yeah, stay on that. Like, I always got nervous that if a creator was going to create, or if I was going to start creating, that my reach would be limited. So you're saying you started to feel like if I started doing more TikTok Shop stuff, because of the way the algorithm is set up, you're actually getting a little bit more reach?
Yes, I would say that. And also, it's also because you're creating authentic videos that people want to see. They want to see real reviews from real people, not just commercials online.
What's your thoughts on this?
I totally agree. When TikTok Shop started, I've kind of been with TikTok Shop since its inception, before it fully launched in March. And a lot of the conversation around TikTok Shop was like, this app turned into QVC and it's terrible and I don't want to be here anymore. And I was like, I totally get that. But I think as a creator, it's your responsibility to make sure that you are creating content that your audience wants to see. And it just so happens to have a product in it that you like. I was just talking with the TikTok team, not to plug Shop, but my pants and my bag are both TikTok Shop. We didn't turn this whole thing into a QVC. It's just something cool that I'd like to share with you guys. You know what I mean? So it's very easy in that sense. I think it totally just comes down to the creator and the type of content that you're making. But I've straight up asked my followers probably 4 times since I've been doing this, like, is this annoying? Would you like me to stop? And people are like, I have no problem with it. It's super helpful. I've purchased with you in the past, and I would continue to purchase in the future.
I said, and this is not on the script. I said algorithm, and you started pulling up your jacket. Are we getting boost on reach if we're working with creators? Because if I'm a brand and I'm going, okay, I have dollars to spend on my paid ads. I have dollars I need to allocate towards my creators. Like usually the budget usually lives in the marketing area. When you're talking with the brands of understanding where they should put the dollars around it, is this a conversation of you have to be participating with creators, especially if you're already running paid on TikTok? What's your talk to them?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. There's probably more, but I would say there's 3 legs of the stool. There's organic brand content, which will help showcase, the products they're launching, any new themes, seasonal promotional periods, and so forth. There is creators, of course, and actually speaking to new communities through the voice and influence that these creators bring. And then there's the paid component as well, to be able to drive paid media to accelerate traffic. So if I knew how our algorithm worked, we'd probably be all doing this panel virtually on a yacht somewhere. But that's generally how we guide merchants to think about there really are 3 types of content, and all create a layering effect on each other.
That makes sense to me because you can only get the type of content on TikTok. Like everyone says, I'm gonna run paid ads with Instagram. I'm gonna run that on TikTok. If you're creating on TikTok, and I'm very curious on how you guys are like curating your content for your audience and connecting with the community, specifically on TikTok. Kristen, I'll go back to you first.
It goes back to that same thing I just spoke about. These are real people who are sitting at home. And for a lot of creators, it can turn very quickly into just numbers. And sometimes my content performs well, and sometimes it doesn't. And this video did really well, so I have to continue to create this kind of content. But in reality, you picture that number of people that you see sitting in your following, and those are serious people on their couch who don't want to be sold to. They come to you for some kind of like friendship or solace or entertainment. And I think that creating shoppable content that just feels like we're hanging out at our friend's house and it's just word of mouth talking about a product that I really enjoy, and I can show a real use case that solves a real problem for people. That's not only been the most successful shoppable content, but I think that's also a testament to why my followers don't mind the fact that a lot of these videos are shoppable. The other thing I will say is finding a happy medium between talking about products in videos that aren't shoppable and talking about products in videos that are.
Do you have a strategy? Are you following like 2 no, 1 yes?
I try to post as much as possible, but I've been doing this for a while now. I started making content in 2020, so it's no longer like 5 videos a day. Like if I can get 2 up a day, I'm good. I'm living. So I'll try to make one of those videos shoppable. But again, it just depends on like product that I have laying around or product that brands will send out. And I think a lot of creators get a lot of stuff in the mail. You guys have probably seen influencers do crazy PR unboxing. This is like, oh, I got something in a PR box and I really like it. I can just link it right there. And it's a video I would have already made anyway.
Beth, same question to you. I'm going to reiterate just in case because Kristen popped off. TikTok is known for its the highly engaged audience. How are you building your community and audience?
Yeah, I think community is one of the biggest differences between the different platforms. And one of my favorite things to do on TikTok is actually respond to a comment through a video. And you'll see that this actually goes viral a lot because not only are you directly engaging with the audience, you are responding to their question. And so the audience is able to see what are you answering, and it also links you back to the other videos. So not only are you getting more engagement, your audience can see, oh, this person can actually respond to my comments that I ask, and you are just talking to a real person at that point. And authenticity is one of the biggest drivers of why you are going to build your audience and how you build a loyal audience.
Yeah, I feel that too. Especially when the brand wants that type of content, you want to make that content for the audience and the community. It makes total sense. And Mike, one of these questions I was really worried about is how are brands not leveraging this? Why are they a little bit hesitant to kind of get this rolled out?
It's a great question. Hopefully the brands in the room can take some notes here that I want to myth bust. And we do have conversations with people like, let's go fast. And then we
Yeah.
have some conversations with brands say, I think we'll wait to 2024. I think that's a big mistake. There is an early mover's advantage, and it's super simple. And I think if they are waiting, the reason is I need to find a new agency, don't have the in-house capabilities, don't understand the influence model.
Yeah.
Well, we're trying to solve all that. There are 200,000 active US seller merchants on the platform right now and 100,000 and growing creators. So it's incumbent upon us to make it so easy to match those two in meaningful ways. So brand doesn't feel the burden of, I got to stand up another channel. I got to find new creators. I've got to find a new agency. We're going to connect them for you in what's called Creator Connect. This is really the secret sauce of TikTok Shop US, is on both sides of the coin, creators being able to raise their hands or self-select products that they can pull into their own showcase, and brands saying, here are the type of creators in this category, my target geo-demographic that I'd like to reach. Great, here are the 5, 10, 15 creators you should work with. Or, I've got a roster of creators. I need help onboarding them to TikTok Shop affiliate programs so we can transact in that way and they can earn commissions on what they're selling.
So there's a crazy buzz, whether it's on X, whether it's on LinkedIn, everybody talking about the revenue that they're driving from TikTok Shop. They also always append like a discount. You guys see when you're buying it, some TikTok subsidizing the purchase by like putting some sort of discount on it, and the brands don't feel it. And it's funny because when I'm sitting here on X, I'm looking, brand going like, hey, I'm doing X revenue, and there's a discount code, and I didn't tell them to put the discount code, but yet the brand's getting the dollars back, the creator's getting revenue as well. Is TikTok just footing this bill just to get the revenue?
We're investing in our creator community.
I love
We're
that.
investing in our merchant
love-
community. It's like you said, we want to make it a seamless experience.
It's
We want
insane.
to make it an easy yes for brands to say like, I can do this, I need to do this. We've struggled to reach XYZ customer base. We haven't quite fully engaged the creator community in meaningful ways. We haven't figured out how to best express our brand in this new product that we're bringing to market.
Sure.
What a great way in time to test that right now going into the holidays.
No, this is so we have our brand. We can't do this because we sell a certain type of product, but the biggest thing that we cannot wait to do is to get up for Q4, mainly because to know the revenue channel. We know all the other channels are going to pump this, especially if you're spending on Facebook, if you're spending on Google, if you already have good email flows, this is a place that we have to play. And the content, you need it. You can never not have enough content. So this final little, what you should do if you're engaging with creators, I'm going to go back to Bethany first, and I'll go back to Kristen. What is like a must have from a brand wanting to approach to work with the top tier creator?
I think that brands look at creators' previous content and how they performed, but also their potential. If they see that you're creating quality and you don't necessarily have a ton of followers, I think they'll prioritize that more than anything, especially if you have a loyal audience. You see now people on Instagram, TikTok with millions of followers and like very little engagement, and
Yeah.
that's not necessarily attractive to a brand at all. But if you can sell to maybe, let's say you have 100 loyal followers, just $10 product, that's already $1,000 in revenue for them. And just multiply that by the actual amount of followers that you have as a big influence.
I've always wanted to ask this. When you're looking at products to sell, because you just said something that triggered, you're like, I am not trying to sell a $5,000 couch. Or actually, do you have a story of like the most expensive thing that you sold?
I think that, no, I've never sold a car, but I think that some of my, not necessarily expensive, but higher priced item, if you guys have ever heard of Boomba, these are basically some inserts, and those are mainly targeted for women. These are priced at $50 a pop. Usually
Okay.
it comes out to $70 subtotal or $90 depending on what you purchase. And it's just these two little inserts that women use, but you can only find it from Boomba because of their marketing. And that's one of the higher priced items. But if you are willing to market it in a positive light and people see, oh, this product really works, then they're willing to spend the money.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily what you always need. I've also seen the top trending item, I think 2 weeks ago, was this little Lego keychain for like $6 on TikTok. And it sold hundreds of thousands in revenue because people bought it.
Discovery.
Yeah.
That's why you're here, right? I want to discover
100%.
something new. I want to be inspired.
No, this is the craziest thing about it, because you can only get this type of shit on TikTok. What have you sold? Anything big or small?
I had a $128 top go viral, or it's like somewhere between like 98 and 128. It was part of a set. Lovely online boutique called Naked Wardrobe, and I have this whole series of like going out tops that you don't have to wear a bra with, ladies. Yeah,
That's a big one. Big
because
one.
that's super annoying when you like go out and there's just like a lot of hardware going on. So again, it's just like we just solved a problem with it. But I think to Bethany's point, like that's the beauty of TikTok. Like you can't go on Instagram and say that because Instagram is so curated and everything has to look beautiful. Like we came to TikTok to just like be real and talk about some stuff, and it worked.
I love it. Any final words before I kind of sum it up?
A perfect lead up. I've got a stat drop for you.
Hit me.
71% of users on TikTok bought a product specifically because of the creator authenticity. The brands can't manufacture that. They need voices of authority, voices of influence, voices of creativity to help, once again, express that brand promise to get people to try something.
Final before, I just want to see show of hands of how many of you guys actually have creators making content for you on TikTok right now. There's a lot of room to grow there. A lot of room to go there. Anybody yeah, go.
100,000, like I said, 100,000 are participating in our affiliate Creator Connect tool that are waiting to find meaningful and exciting brand partnerships, as I suspect you both have.
Yeah, that's so cool. I'm so thankful. So I'm going to do a quick little recap just so that we're all on the same page. The creators are 100% essential, especially right now, being authentic and finding new communities for brands. That's a hard win for me. That's number one. Two, it's very easy. You don't have to use all the third-party tools to identify what creators are actually the ones that are creating. You guys have done a good job doing that. I always say, like on the ad side, on the paid side, you guys have really built a tool for us on the brands and the advertiser side. I've been in Facebook for many, many years. That is not the easiest thing to navigate, and you guys are really building to navigate. So big shout out there. And I think the ability for fast-moving trends and products to go viral like $100 top or the Lego keychain at $6 means anybody can really be selling on there. So I'm very grateful for you guys for joining me up here today.
Thank you.
Good job.